everybody. I am back from a wonderful trip down to the United States Virgin Islands. I was down there for the Miss Naturalista I Am Beautiful event. She hosted two events. One was on Saturday in St. Thomas and the second was on Sunday in St. Croix. This was my second time going down there and I had a wonderful time. The people down there are just so nice and so hospitable. The island is beautiful. You should see that water. It's just beautiful, crystal clear, turquoise water. I was down there with Felicia Leatherwood, Dr. Carrie Williams, Kim Coles, and Shari J. And we had a whale of a time just hanging out, swimming, getting to know each other, and then of course meeting all the wonderful naturalistas of the Virgin Islands. So the events were great. They were so well attended. I think there was about 400 people at the first event in St. Thomas and about 200 to 300 people at the event in St. Croix. So big events, and it was great to be able to meet everybody and then see familiar faces. You know, there are people that I had met last year, and one of the women I remember, she had just big chopped last year, and this year I recognized her face and she had a big fro. So my oh my, how time flies and all of our hair grows. But for me, you know, it was the opposite. Everyone's like, where did all your hair go? And I was like, oh well, you know, I like to cut it off. So it was a great event. But one of the things that I did this time around down in the Virgin Islands was go and do a tour of the island, and not just go visit the touristy site or the beaches, because frankly I had done that before, but I wanted to see where real people lived and get a really good sense of the Caribbean lifestyle and what people do, what music they listen to, how they travel, where they go to school. So I went to all those places and I took some amazing pictures, and in the next few videos I'm going to be posting are those interviews I've done with those people. So I interviewed a school teacher who happens to be one of the biggest calypso soca musicians on the island, and he shared with me some of his music and a little bit about what calypso means, and learned a lot of really interesting things about that. I also interviewed a gentleman who runs the ferry service between the US and the British Virgin Islands, because they're two different countries, and just talk a little bit about the difference between those two areas. I also talked to a gentleman who runs a food truck where they sell traditional local cuisine, which I love. They're called pâtés. So if you know what an empanada is, it's like that, but stuffed with fish, and I'll show you a little bit about how those are made and what he's selling at his truck. So those are just a peek at those interviews that I've done, and they'll be up in the next few days. I also have some interviews from the shows themselves and some interesting people that were down there. So stay tuned for a lot more coverage of what I saw and experienced and tasted and learned down in the Virgin Islands. And I will see you all soon. But for now, I want to share with you some of my favorite pictures from the trip. And while they're going to be playing, I want to share with you another one of my favorite songs that I heard from when I was down there. So enjoy the Caribbean sounds and the Caribbean photographs, and stay tuned for the next videos with all of the interviews.
Yeah! Yeah, yeah. Well, you don't know it's more. Yeah, yeah. Alongside Jeffrey. And we had to do this one for the 60th, baby. Yeah, yeah. It's the rhythm I have been finding. M.O. Yeah, yeah. DJ. It's about that time again. It's the rhythm I have been finding. Carnival time again. It's about that time of year that everybody's been waiting for. Carnival, the band them line up ready for Juve Morn. To see the colors in the air, I really love this atmosphere. The time is really here again. Carnival is in the air. This rhythm I have inside me, inside me. I want you to feel this rhythm I have inside me, inside me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want this feeling when Carnival comes around. When Carnival comes around. When Carnival comes around. This feeling, yeah. When Carnival comes around. When over me, and the rhythm controlling my body. Carnival, we jumping in the street once a year, so we don't really care. We only having fun in the fete, a drinking up me rum, crucian, a bottle of Hennessy, and a woman grinding up on me. And me not care what they say, a fetting all night, jumping all day. Me and me crew don't get away. Waterfront line up for Juve. I just can't wait to make bacchanal. Hold on tight and up on a gal. VI massive hands in the air and scream, it's carnival time again. Feeling when carnival comes around. When carnival comes around. When carnival comes around. Feeling when carnival comes around. When carnival comes around. When carnival comes around. Carnival time again. Carnival time again. Carnival time again. It's carnival time again. Carnival time again. Carnival time again. Carnival time again. It's carnival time again. Hey yo, Mo.
Yeah, man.
Man, what's your favorite part of carnival, man?
Well, you know, I just love it when my friends and family come together as one and enjoy the wonderful feeling of carnival, baby. There's no other carnival like the VI carnival, baby.
Well, for me, I love when parade they come around, you know.
Okay.
And I seen all the masqueraders
Yeah, man.
coming up the street.
Same thing for me.
All the clowns, all the Indian